Hi. So I am out here fighting mosquitoes. Right now would be a really good time to have Mr. Miyagi in my corner. I am going to attempt to, let me rephrase that. I'm going to disassemble my radiator in my car. Um, I watched a YouTube video, so I'm good. No, my dad and I used to work on cars and stuff all the time. I'm not a pro mechanic or anything by any means. I'm still very green around the ears. But he passed away about 3.5 years ago. And I've never changed a radiator before. I have changed a starter in my car. Um, Mosquitoes. Gotta love it. So anyway, I don't really... I'm going to have to start counseling just over these mosquitoes. Anyway, so I'm going to attempt to disassemble. So I might be quiet. I might say... Well, no, I've been pretty good at keeping words in my head sometimes, except at these mosquitoes. I think I've said more bad words to them than anything else. I haven't started. I did disassemble, take apart my battery. But anyway, don't laugh at me. Well, you can laugh at me. I don't care. I ain't no shame in it. Nothing wrong with getting under the hood of a car. I love cars. I've learned the hard way to take care of myself under the hood of a car. Everybody should know the basics about a vehicle. I've learned, especially if you see a mosquito fly across the screen, feel free to swat at it. It's real. um, but don't hurt your phone. Especially, I hate to say it, if you're a female or a young person, or even actually anybody. As a female growing up and as a single mother growing up, I've had to learn the basics and then some the hard way on a vehicle. I've been taken advantage of a lot by, unfortunately, males in my life, mechanics. I've even taught them a thing or two that thought they could get some over on me. And I have learned the tricks in a lot of the trades, a lot of the tricks of some car lots and stuff that they have tried to do on sales and stuff, and called them out on it a few times. And like I said, I've learned the hard way. So, as a single mother growing up in my younger years, I've had to learn to take care of myself. And I've had to learn to get my hands dirty and tinker. And my dad, he was my stepdad, but my dad by all means. We were known to work on vehicles together. And the last gift he ever got me before he passed away was an air compressor. And he got that for me for Christmas, and a couple weeks later, after Christmas, he passed away. And, oh, sorry. And when my starter went out on my car, hopefully I'm going to get this taken care of. I guess I'm giving you a little backstory on me. When my starter went out on my other car, I have a Saturn View, and I take care of my mom. She's got a lot of health problems, and she's blind and she's bedridden. And when my dad passed away, she got worse. So I take care of my mom full time, and I live with her, taking care of her 24/7. And the starter went out on my car, and obviously, I had just changed starter, obviously with him in his vehicle and stuff. I had never changed one of my own, and I went out there and had all of his tools and stuff out and laid everything down and attempted, and I couldn't get past my tears. And I started crying really bad. I looked at all of his stuff. I had car jacked up and ready to go, and it was one of the hardest things I ever had to do. And unfortunately, I couldn't do it. And I packed everything up, and I went inside to my mom, and I said, I'm on a very long union break right now. I can't do this. And 3 days went by, and I had to get my starter fixed. So I went back out there, got everything back out, and actually, I'm probably not going to get to this because I'm going to end up probably getting into my feelings doing this. So I'll have to do this another time. But I ended up getting my starter fixed. But I was out there and I got to that one bolt that I couldn't reach, and I'm like, man, I was saying a lot of bad words. And he and I had just changed the starter on his car or his van not too long prior to him passing away. And I had been home sick that day. I was here at the house, and because, he wasn't in the greatest health either. And my mom being blind and stuff, and him taking care of her, me being there, if one needed, something happened to one would need me and vice versa. So I always try to, I was close. And I was homesick that day, and he was like, I can't get my hand down in there, can you come help me? So I'm out underneath there, So anyway, that day I couldn't reach the bolt on my vehicle. I stopped for a minute, and I had tears in my eyes, and I stopped for a minute, and underneath the car, covered in grease and tears, and I just kind of reminisced on that day. And I was kind of remembering back, listening to him talking to me, and picturing his hand and where it was at, and our conversation and stuff, and I got it. And I fixed it, and she purred. And I kind of stopped and smiled real big, looked up, and mosquito, looked up at the sky, and I was like, look at me, I did it, I fixed it, and got her going. And since then, I've been under my vehicle quite a few times. I've been under that car quite a few times since then. And I've been under this vehicle. Actually, I just got this one not too long ago, and my radiator's got a hole in it. So I got all the parts to it. I'm just going to go ahead and do a whole new thing. I got the radiator, the hoses, the water pump, the belt, the thermostat. I got all the coolant stuff to it that I could possibly think of to do. And I'm going to do as much as that I can do. I've watched some YouTube videos, of course, and I've got a friend up the road that obviously he's helped, or he helped fix my dad's lawnmower that ended up getting the pulley on it or whatever had broken. He fixes lawnmowers, so he ended up coming and fixing the lawnmower, and so that's kind of how we started talking a little bit on stuff. And I had stopped in there and asked him a question because I couldn't get the drain plug off of the radiator, and was asking him how to do that, what the trick of it was. And so he ended up coming down looking at it, because I was just going to flush the radiator first and see if maybe that was a problem with it, because I knew there was a leak to it, and it was really dirty. But he was like, no, you got a hole, whatever in it, cracking or whatever it was. And so he told me just, order it. I was like, well, I'm just going to order all new parts and just do it all new. And so he's like, he'd be happy to fix it. And so, and I know he works, he's a veteran, and I'm very big on veterans. If you don't know me, I'm very big on veterans. And he works a lot and stuff. And so I'm just like, I need to get my car fixed. And there's no way, no reason why I can't go out there and take her with myself. And I like to work on cars. So anyway, this is what brought me here in a long nutshell. So I thought, I went and got out some of my bad stools, kind of laid them out a little bit, and just thought I would tinker with them a little bit, try to get some of these nuts and bolts cracked at least, and get started on it. at least get some of the motor brackets and stuff moved back and some of the hoses back, and at least started getting some of the breakdown done. Um, at least as much as I can. Even if I don't go underneath and get anything under there right now. I'm 5'1/2" so I'm short. So, which is not a big deal to me. I've got a step stool, which is humorous, I know. I climb on my step stool and get under the hood. I'll sit on under here. People drove by before, and I've been sitting on my step stool. So, anyway, I'm gonna close this out, and I don't know how long this records. I guess we're at 11 minutes. I don't know. I guess I don't have to. This looks fun. I don't know how much daylight I got left on. The mosquitoes need to go to bed. That's what they need to do. Because when I work, I'm kind of quiet. I say this, and people probably don't believe this, because I talk a lot. But when I work on my car, I really don't talk that much. Now, if you're working on my car, I'll talk your head off. But because I like to participate, I like to feel like I'm helping by entertaining you and not leaving you out here alone and whatever. But when I'm working on it, I get caught up in the moment, and I'm quiet. But anyway, probably I'm going to close out because I want to concentrate on what I'm doing. And I don't know. I might make another video. Anyway, thanks for listening to me. And I might make another video of it. Who knows? But anyway, that's all for now. Have a good night.